What the hell is going on, everybody? So in this previous live stream that San Diego Studios did, the little things, as it was classified as, some things in this live stream weren't so little, if you ask me. And the previous video I did discussing some of the things they were talking about in the live stream, I was just discussing some things that may have stood out to me. There was one feature that I did not talk about in that video because this could possibly be a little bit of a game changer, if you ask me, because everybody saw it. Everybody saw that now when you are matchmaking and you find an opponent and you get to the lineup screen, you cannot see who you are going to be facing anymore. You will not be able to see if you are facing a lefty or a righty, which at first I was kind of just like, is that even that big of a deal? But then as my stupid ass was thinking a little bit more, I was just thinking that some people may not think that's a big deal because as soon as you get in the game, like if you're facing a lefty, let's say you're facing Chris Sale, and you got a bunch of lefties in your lineup and you get to the top of the first inning, you know you're facing Chris Sale, so you put in all your righties off the bench. But that's only going to be a terrible decision, if you ask me, because then when the late innings roll around, you are going to have 0 bench players unless you're kicking somebody's ass. So if you do that, you just got to pray that you either get your ass kicked or you kick somebody's ass or you just want to leave the game or some shit, because, yeah, man, this could possibly be a game changer. And I know a lot of people were a little bit angry / upset about this because it takes away the realistic factor of the game, which I do agree with. I do agree with 100% that it takes away some realism in the game because obviously you know who you're going to be facing before a game begins. So I mean, I don't know, like when I first saw that, I was just like, that's a little bit interesting. I wasn't like, that sucks, that's amazing. I was just like, that's interesting because I know a lot of people like to put a lot of lefties in when they are facing a righty and vice versa. But me, lately, I haven't been doing that at all, man. Like, I've obviously done that before. Everybody has. But over the past couple months, I have been working on the lefty-on-lefty matchups and just leaving righties in against the righties and stuff. Because if you really do want to do well in this game, you have to do well with the lefty-on-lefty matchups for that reason. Because if you do go to people off the bench early in the game, then you're going to have to deal with the lefty-on-lefty matchups later in the game, or if you just run out of bench players, if people get injured and stuff, you will never know what's going to happen. So you'll just do much better hitting-wise, too, if you're doing better with the lefty-on-lefty matchups. So I've been doing that a lot in the past couple months in MLB 16. So, yeah, like over the past couple months, I haven't really been stacking lineups and stuff, but for people who like to play a lot of lefties, just put a lot of lefty bats in the lineup against righties, they may not be too fond of this new feature, but it could possibly be a big factor in games now, because obviously if you are stacked to the core with a lot of lefties and some mediocre righty is on the mound, and if you yourself has, I guess I should explain this better. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this, so I'm going to try and slow this down a little bit. Let's say you have all your lefties in your lineup and you're facing a mediocre righty, and your opponent has like a balanced lineup and stuff, and you have a pretty decent pitcher on the mound, much better than his. Then you will most likely have an advantage in that game. And then this year, that's not going to be the case. You're just going to have to deal with your most balanced lineup, which is what they're trying to do, man. They're not trying to BS anybody. They're not trying to do anything stupid by doing this. They are just trying to take away people leaving games before the game even begins, because everybody can agree to this 100%. That when you were matchmaking, sometimes it would take like 5 minutes to find a damn game, and then when you found one, people would be leaving and shit, and you knew exactly why people would leave games before the game even started, because they were facing a lefty most likely, so people would leave the game if they found out they were facing a lefty. So this year, you're just going to have to put your most balanced lineup in, which I kind of like, that you're going to have to put your most balanced lineup at the beginning of the game. And you can't, I mean, yeah, like I said, you can go to your bench players early in the game, but I mean, that wouldn't be a good decision if you ask me, unless you just know you're going to kick the shit out of somebody or something, because if it gets to like the 8th or 9th inning, you got a tie game, let's say you're up in the bottom of the 9th, with your pitcher 2 down in the bottom of the 9th, 4-4 game or something, and you got nobody off the bench because you put in all your bench players early in the game, then that's going to cost you most likely, and you could even possibly lose the game because of that. So I mean, this is a pretty big feature in the game. I'm not really sure if it could be classified as a little thing, because I know a lot of people were commenting about that in the video I made. And a lot of people seem to be angry about it. For me, I don't really know what to think about that right now because, I don't know, I like using balanced lineups lately, like I said, so maybe I shouldn't really be discussing this because I know a lot of people who like to put a lot of lefties and righties in against whatever pitcher they're facing may not like that feature a lot, but it could possibly be a game changer, man. It could possibly be the reason why you lose or win games now. So that was just something I thought I should make a video in its own because this could be a big feature in the game that a lot of people may not think that it's going to be that big. It's definitely going to be a big factor in this game now because you are going to have to start putting your most balanced lineup in. You are going to have to just pretty much deal with whoever you face on the mound now. I'm not going to be able to see who you face, but let me know. Let me know because I am very interested in seeing and just hearing what people think about this new feature in the game. Do you think it's going to make Diamond Dynasty or just online games more stupid? Do you think it's going to be amazing that people are going to have to use their most balanced lineups now? And yeah, just let me know what you guys think about that. And that's pretty much it for this video, man. Just wanted to discuss that a little bit because I know some people were going on about that, saying that it's going to be, you know, a huge buzzkill that they're doing this, and some people may have liked this a lot. So just wanted to get some feedback in this video. This was just a little discussion type video again regarding this issue. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me. I am out.